Howdy everyone. I am sorting some things out. Hello. It is Thursday once again. Welcome to another Thursday. How are we all doing? I am not 100%. I'm a bit unwell, but other than that, I'm doing okay. Hope everyone else is doing good. It's one of the VTubers from CVC's video. It is. I'm going to move some stuff around. So as we are doing, well, I'm planning to do some painting today, but as we all know, I will probably chat for far too long and not get around to it. But my setup is currently set up, which means I've got various wires and stuff all around, which is obviously going to make things a little bit more tricky. I had to move chat a few different directions just to sort everything else. So yes, hello. Centurion time, baby. Hello, Scum Goblin. Full Serverlocks, King Camp. Sheriff Frog. Grace, hello. Tiny Tyrannid. Thank you for your random facts, Tiny Tyrannid. Very appreciated. Just saw them throughout the day. It was very funny. On the agenda, Assault Devastator. Devastator. Do some Devastators today. Or a Devastator, rather. It's Paul Badhammer. That's me. Paul Bad at Hammers. Oh, that's an April Fool's one there. April Fool's video right there, isn't it? Just reviewing hammers. Even though I have no idea how hammers. Paint to spill. Hopefully not. I almost spilled paint last time, which would have been a mistake. Hopefully we won't paint again today. One of the few in that video, one of the top VTubers. Exactly. I'm exactly the same amount of famous as, you know, VTubers like Iron Mouse. Clearly. No logic bad there. Why would now be a good time for for an ad? YouTube. Why would you think that? It's been 5 minutes total and also just 2 minutes of like talking, so what is your problem? This is why I don't let you do it yourself, because you would have auto put in a bloody ad there. Anyway. Today's day, the best Warhammer mod, exactly. And it seemed, last time I checked, I have my phone in here. Where did I put my phone? My phone somewhere. Last time I checked, it was like 52% of the people who responded to that poll were correct, and 48% were incorrect. So, yeah. Recently subbed, love you guys. Thank you, Writerist Cooper. Thank you very much. Not that it's clearly hated by CVZ in the creator community. Clearly not. You're painting Deathwatch veterans. No. Incorrect. Hello, Paul the Ball. Today I'm going to make it absolutely nothing, just let you watch blank screen. I mean, I did that last year. I just put a still image for painting. Are you doing a base Centurion? I'm probably not today, but I will get around to it. Painting Votan bikes. Very nice. Two out of 3 done. Nice. Make a jump captain with ban hammer. I've got a jump captain with a hammer, actually. Thank you, Solar. Well, today we're going to paint a Devastator. I'm going to show you what I've done with 2 of my... So I'm painting my 6 Devastator Centurions. You know. Because they're the squad, right? And I've got a theme for them. I'm going to paint one of them. I'm going to show you with the ones I've done already. Daddy Google demands their money. It's true. And I demand my money, but not from you. I demand it from other places. I have my Seraphon to paint. Nice. Going to try some contrast blending. Ooh. Are you going to do it with 2 contrast paints or with a contrast paint and then like medium? Like to make it fade out? I've tried both and they're both very good. Thoughts on the points changes? I guess we can get into that at some point. Yeah, my 2,000 point crusade list went from 2,000 points to 2,000 points. I lost 30 and gained 30. Based just on stuff, so they seem fine. I like. There is something around the, you know, they want to do the non-points changes every other every other quarter. I feel like that's too slow. Because what they're going to do is they're going to fix rules, but then probably not undo the points changes that led them to nerf stuff that needed rules fixing. This came home with 2 new Questoris. Nice. YouTube says no best model, we must play ads. Any tips on how to play? What do you need or what not? First game is tonight. If it's your first game, assume, like... I don't know if it's your first game and it's your opponent's first game. If it's your opponent's first game as well, just take your time and have fun with it. Don't try and take it too seriously. If you're getting into a point where you can't quite agree on a rule, just roll off for it. Just to speed things up and then look it up later. So you can learn from it that way. If your opponent is teaching you how to play, you know, hopefully they're not the kind of person who's just going to smash you just because you're new. Hopefully they'll be teaching you how to play the game. And again, just have fun with ask them questions, that kind of stuff. Think about buying a Slan Star Master and painting it. Like Lord Mazdamundi? I don't know who that is. But that sounds cool. What a cool name. It sounds like, oh, what's his name from WoW? One Samdi. I think it's just the NDI ending of the word. Do not be allowed to go pinch punch last day of the month. Last day of the month, isn't it? First day of the month. Kids these days. And you're clearly painting Cohort vs Black Star. Totally a spy. That's 2 strikes. 1 more, and you get fired out of a cannon to the sun. There will be no Centurion slander on this day. Thank you very much. Recently finally painted up your Morkanord. That thing's big. Nice. First thing my friend said upon seeing is it looks like Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime. There you go. Fixed. No problems now. It's called Optimus Prime. My plan is to capture Earth without the military forces to fight both human empires, build some ships, threaten to destroy everything I conquer. I'm assuming you're talking about Stellaris, but I'm also going to assume you're talking about just real world, in which case probably don't discuss your plans for world domination on YouTube. My armless for towers improved with an entire hunting pack for the group. Nice. Fighting scouts, very cool. Votan got buffed. They did. Like a small buff, but a buff nonetheless. We like to see buffs. Thousand Suns got buffs, which is nice. Obviously, the kind of the buffs for the Scarab Occults kind of are outweighed by the nerfs to their enhancements. But the enhancements were very strong and probably did need a nerf. I'm always tempted not to waste GNC challenge if possible. I assume that's a lore joke that I don't understand. Do you ever trip and fall and accidentally buy a whole new army and then have 6 months of painting to do? I have done that. But it's not 6 months of painting, it's been like 2 years. Don't have contrast medium, there might be a problem with me constantly staining any attempts I try. Just feathering the edges, making up for the lack of... yeah, I guess if you don't need... you probably don't need contrast medium if you want to just kind of fade it out. Yeah, if you could probably just do that with water, or just like a wettish brush. Probably a good place to look for that kind of stuff is, and you probably already have, is War Hipster. There's a lot of contrast painting tutorials, and he's probably got someone using contrast medium. Howdy Fenwell, how's it going? But because they are planning ahead and mentioning they will communicate points changing with the rules. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Obviously, they want to stick to their cadence, and that cadence is quicker than they have done before, which is nice. But I do feel like in some, for example, the nerf to Stormraven. Like the Stormraven was only really good in like one list or a couple of different lists. Obviously, they nerfed the Stormraven to, you know, open up stuff for other things around that list. But the problem is if those lists had rules changes instead, you could have saved that. You see that it's in stuff like in video games where they nerf an item, or they nerf a character, and then they nerf the item, and then the character doesn't get buffed back up. You see what I mean? Centurions more like lame Turians, right? Well, that's it. He's out. He's out of here. It's nice knowing you. Centurions are for cows, Zangor Prova. But counterpoint, Zangor Centurions. Lord Mazdamundi is from Top 1 3. Oh, okay. Lord Croak died and went nutter. They don't know how to get a VTuber to watch a YouTube video. I don't know. I guess it's one of those things. I think you either send like a tip with the URL or something, but don't spam it. I think if they're not interested, they're not interested. I think especially if you're someone like a big VTuber, you're probably getting so many videos and so many people like trying to watch different stuff. It's going to be difficult. Don't push it. I don't think that'll be the main thing. Finish your Salamander's Primaris Redemptor. Nice. Need a name. I'm always bad with names. Chat, get a name for Sheriff Frog. For a Salamander's Redemptor. Welcome to your Night Lords. Very nice. 30k Primaric Scenic bases are on 60 mil bases of 4k. Oh, nice. Soon as paint your Stomper. Oh yeah, the Stomper being included in that box is like... I probably wouldn't have bought the box anyway, but the Stomper is a big model. That's gonna... A lot of people who are getting into Orcs are gonna be like, oh god, that's a big thing, isn't it? If you had a player in your group that isn't good, so you're okay with letting me get away with takebacks or generous moves. Yeah, all of us. All of us are bad. We all do takebacks. We all do generous moves because we're playing friendly. Like if we're playing more seriously, like we might like go down into the weeds and like check stuff, but we do takebacks and stuff like that because we're playing friendly, and you know, a lot of the time it's also around stuff like, oh, I forgot a rule, or oh, sorry, you didn't know about this rule that I have. So now that you have that knowledge, would you have done something different? That kind of thing. There's a lot of just kind of playing fair. If Centurions are so good, where's Centurions 2? Well, that's because Centurions are so good, they didn't need a sequel. Unfortunately, my defense, I said I wouldn't blow up the Earth, so I cannot destroy the UK. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Drink some Nuka-Cola. Very nice. Centurion Captain where? That's an interesting question. There's a video I've been working on. I've been working on a lot of videos. Not releasing videos, but working on them. I'm doing, like, custom detachment rules for Screaming Ravens, including custom characters and custom, like a custom Centurion character and a custom Centurion, like, captain that I'm working on. Looking forward to this. Nice. Now I have something to watch while you're painting Chaos Knights. Nice. Today's Ogren Day. That's cool. Ogren got nerfed, but still very cool. Have you ever been lured towards Chaos? I guess I've got 1,000 Suns, so that is Chaos Lord. Water makes feathering worse, apparently. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess because the contrast paint's already wet, you're basically just trying to like take whatever is there and basically put it across more area, right? Right. So a wet would kind of interfere with that. Alright, please tell me you don't like Zangors. I do like Zangors. I think Zangors are cool. Where's my helmet? Good question. I don't actually have a helmet. Would have been the thing I do, but yeah, that's a good question. I'll get on that at some point. Don't know if sending just a, yeah, if you just send a URL, that's gonna be fishy. I think if you're gonna send a tip with it, you gotta be like explain what it is. Set it up like, hey, this video is about someone going through VTubers and talking about 140k, and you're in it. Do you want to watch it? Just sending the link is gonna be weird. Some of the first video for making your tabletop. Oh yeah, very nice. I'll post that in the your content on the Discord when you're ready. That'd be cool. Steve Mundi Faust. This is the thing, is I said a thing, and then because I'm so far behind chat, because chat's quite quick today, I'm now catching up on the things about the Salamander's name. So brother Charas or Karas, Draconis. Yeah, you got a few choices there. Sheriff Frog. Got my Stomper years ago. Ah, nice. Well, you could have got a second Stomper. Did you think about that? That's like pretty much, you know, 1,600 points worth of stomping energy right there. Printed Alamein building. Very nice. Need to paint 2 things and it should be done. Nice. Evening plops of corn. What a name. Yeah, something like a Stomper, something big is always going to be a paint. Just because they're so big. Dragonstorm. That's pretty cool. What are we doing tonight? We are going to paint Centurion. Or he's painting part of Centurion. Probably going to chat for a little while because I'm behind on chat. And as I continue to catch up on chat, it gets worse. But we'll get around to it. My opinion is Seraphim should have got some more units during 4th edition. Should get some more units during 4th edition because Seraphim and Skaven have been connected all the way from the fantasy battles. That's fair question. Centurions are so good. Why are Centurions so good? Because Centurions are so good. See, this is a thing that that Christian Valkarmin didn't appreciate. He said it doesn't matter, right? Being Space Marine in more Space Marine armor doesn't make him twice as good. He's right. That's not the maths. It's actually squared. So it's Space Marine squared. Therefore, if you put it into another, you know, something like a Dreadnought or an Invicta Warsuit, then it's cubed, and then it becomes amazing. literally cubed as well. It's probably like the size of a cube, like a monolith, which is, I guess, more pyramidal. Our plan also needs 2 extra feats. That's fair. I mean, again, I'm still assuming this is either Stellaris or just your world domination plan. Gonna try and finish off some rock guts tonight. Very cool. New armor painter stuff has really been impressing me. Is that in terms of like paints or like paint brushes? I assume paints. If Centurion is so good, why do we never see Grav's cannon Centurions? Because last cannons are just better. The thing is with Grav cannons, right? Or the Grav launchers, any of that, Drukari Haywire blasters as well. Obviously, the anti-vehicle is great. Then the monsters attack, and you go, ah, damn. I can't deal with these kind of tanks. I guess is that medium evaporates slower, using water dilutes makes it dry faster. Yeah, that makes sense. When will prove you are funny going to be fixed? Yeah, I don't know. The problem is I closed the pit because of a problem with the bot. I need to reopen the pit. If I reopen the pit, that means I have to look at your shitty memes again. I already have the meme channel. I don't need more. Maybe I should just turn the meme channel into the pit channel. Just if you post a meme, any meme anywhere, I'll just pit you. It was fun to do the pitting, but it also, like, having to then look back and pit people was a pain. Maybe I need to just auto pit people. Based on, make sure I'm just an AI. An AI looks at your meme and pits you. All your Lima Rustas got cheaper. Yeah, Lima Rustas getting cheaper is going to be nasty for the Crusade. I would have got a second stomp if the boxes ran out from all the stores. Damn. Alpharius, indeed. Bingus Bongus says Skiddy Riz. I'm old, I think. I think that's beyond me. Sombra is the worst model to build. It does look pretty awful. Salamander's dread name, Helios, Ashen of the Sun. Centurion Dreadnought, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Well, I guess a Brutalis is a Centurion Dreadnought. New Fanatic line from Army Painter is great. Interesting. Sometimes I wonder when Games Workshop will just shatter into a million pieces. I think Games Workshop's kind of doing fine. I mean, 40K's as popular as it's ever been, right? Dreadnought inside of Dreadnought. That's what I'm saying. Dreadnought inside of Dreadnought. It's Space Marine into Centurion, into Invicta Warsuit, into Dreadnought, into Knight, into Titan, into Egg. How do people not understand Centurions? We learn nothing from the Hulkbuster. Exactly, Centurions are great. It's got Demon Prince, but I don't know if I want to do Winged and Claws on the feet. I don't know if I want to do Wings and Claws or on the feet with wings. I don't know if I want to do Wings and Claws or on feet with wings. I'm struggling to parse that. Do you mean like walking with wings on his back versus like wings when flying? Ever introduced anyone to Warhammer yourself? I guess kind of got a couple of friends into it. Not like by myself, but like through the collective of the friends we got down here, kind of slowly spreading our influence and getting more people. You can never have enough memes. Oh, I've seen the memes that you guys post. You can have enough. I bet points dropped again, yeah. I mean, this is the thing, like, obviously they have stuff in the works, but it's a stopgap for now, I suppose. Need to paint Scarbrand and 2 Skull Cannons and a Bloodthirster. Speaking of all that kind of thorny stuff, World Eaters also nerfed. No, buffed. World Eaters buffed. Minor buff, but a buff nonetheless, very cool. Stomper seems like a great thing to make terrain out of. Like, playing in a, like, having a game like on a Stomper or something would be fun. Spaceship Dreadnought, that's what I'm saying. A 10-point decrease for Hellbruisers will allow me to soup in a Great Unclean one. Ooh. Can you do that? Assuming because you can soup demons now if you've got a battle line demon, right? I assume. I assume you're fine there. But again, I don't know. Maybe that's not part of the crusade. Maybe it's not. It doesn't work for crusade like that. The world is not ready for jump pack Centurions. Oh man, jump pack Centurions would be scary. I see the VTuber got to pull. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not saying that I'm learning how to hunt vampires. It's just like, you know, if you're gonna make a video about VTubers and then come at me like that, you know, I'm gonna retaliate violently, apparently. You got me into Warhammer. Wow. Okay, well there you go. Has anyone actually got into Warhammer based just on my videos? Like, has anyone started Warhammer because of my videos? Sword instead of wings, I guess. So the thing with the Demon Prince specifically is obviously that the winged and unwinged versions are different, like in the game. So maybe I don't know how easy they are to magnetize. It's probably not worth it. I think wings are cooler, but that's me. The sword is cool. I really like the sword. The sword is very cool. We're in a class battleship with a massive steering wheel for an Imperator Titan to steer. Exactly. See, you can go sillier. You can always go sillier. 100-point game on a Titan. Exactly. 40K's is the best and worst hobby. I posted 2 things. I think they were bird videos. Yeah, you kept posting bird videos. I kept banning you. 40K's is the best worst hobby. Really like your vid describing the hobby. I have exactly the same problem. Over ambitious on army design, never finishing anything. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's one of those things you kind of have to accept. I'm taking my time with it. 15-minute run, not to get distracted. Yeah. I'm just, you know, I'm always caught up with chat. This is the thing. I like the start of the streams, just kind of chill and get into it, and then we'll move to a thing. I was not thrown into it for posting a bird video in the meme, maybe laugh section. That means bird video is going to be posted there without repercussions. I may have just I think, who was it? Someone was meant to be pitted, and that's what caused the problems with the pit. I don't know if it was you though. Did have my Stomper survive a full shooting phase from Imperial Guard at 1 wound. And note it started their shooting phase at 1 wound. That's unfortunate for the guard. That's very unfortunate. There's a jump back Contemptor in Heresy. That's very cool. You convinced me to make a successor chapter to be a chimeric abomination of Raven Guard and Dark Angel Gene Seed. There, I'll take it. Let me put my Votan kill team next. Nice. Do you have any kill teams? I guess, well, I've got the Corsairs. They count as a kill team, I guess. I've got the Corsairs. And I have... I guess I have technically got kill teams because you can make kill teams out of other stuff. Already got the Battle Line Nurgling teams. Nice. Yeah, I mean the Great Unclean one is good. Did you watch the Verd videos? Any thoughts on Morning? I don't think I watched the whole things. Contempt trainer with a sword and shield, that would be very cool. Well, I mean, that's the Lancer Knight, right? The Lancer Knights are really cool because they're just like fucking spears and shields. Centurions, vomiting face. Well, Ryan Contendo, you are wrong. And Frank, unless you're just unwell. Unless you really like Centurions, you're just feeling not very well. In which case, I hope you feel better. Bought the kill rig? How did I read Krieg kill team as kill rig? I mean, it's got the words kill rig in there. As I said, I'm not feeling very well today. I've been a bit unwell the past couple of days, so which is why my voice is a little bit lower, I think, or a little bit like quieter. But we've got a lot of people, 84 viewers at the moment, apparently. Crazy. If everyone could like the stream, then more people show up and watch me paint crap. Hey. The update Centurions that want makeshift shield. A makeshift shield made out of another another Space Marine. Just pick up a Space Marine and use that as a shield. Oh, well, apparently we jumped to 91. Fair enough. Howdy, Electman. How's it going? I'm doing alright, thank you. How are you? Right. I think we're kind of caught up with the chat. Let's start discussing the plan. I have a web palette here. Ta-da. So, if you remember, you may not have seen, but I put a poll out for what is your favourite song out of these 4 from Ocarina of Time. The reason for that is because my this is my completed one. You can see it's kind of standard Raven Guard theme, but it has some has a purple gun with gold details here. A bit purple there, and it's also got like purple with a bit of red up here, like the Lens of Truth from Ocarina of Time. This is Nocturne, and this one, which I've part finished, almost done with, got the green. There's a nice green with the brass or the copper. I need to obviously do this trim here because like still got some of the dry brushing on it. Sorry, I'm sure the autofocus is doing a wonderful job at not focusing. There you go. So there's a bit more work to do on this one, and obviously the base. Quite happy with the way they came out. Got both of them. So this is Minuet. Someone was like, "Where's Forest Temple?" Well, there it is. That's why it's like that. I've got the gold and the silver on this one. Come on. Autofocus. 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 You get the idea. So Nocturne, Minuet. What's that ugly stuff on the screen? It's a Centurion, how day. Where is the paint? We'll get slow your roll. 3 Blade Guy gave a shield for a Centurion buckler, exactly. Hello, King Cam. Yeah, wet palettes. Should you get a wet palette? I have enjoyed using my wet palette. I don't think I'm using it perfectly correctly because they don't the paints don't last that much longer. The main thing that I get from the wet palette is consistency. I feel like I'm way more consistent in getting a good, well watered down paint with a wet palette. Maybe better to find out is partner with someone that sells wet palettes. I like my wet palette. It does keep the paint I think it's a worth investment. Let's just say that. They look really good. Almost makes me want to buy one. Buy 6, buy 12, buy 18, buy loads. But yeah, this is the one I finished. So obviously, the vote was for Bolero of Fire. Can you guess what color this weapon's going to be? Obviously, I need to do all the details. I'm going to do the silver first. So basically, I could do this side's kind of the normal side. So silver in all the details here on the undersuit, all these bits here, and then the gun and the kind of heraldry stuff on their left is different. So that is what the Centurions are. So all 6 will be like that. So we'll have one for each of the songs. And I'm going to do the red one today. So there you go. Dunham would like to know the location of this man. Ocarina of Time is my favourite Wii U game. Get out of my sight. Yeah, just I mean, it could be also be your favourite PC game. If there are kids in the room, right? There are children. Children exist, weirdly, who were not alive when Ocarina of Time came out. Go play Ocarina of Time. Damn, it's a good game. Play the Ship of Harkinian. That's kind of got a lot of nice quality of life features. You wish your painting was that good? You wish your painting was this good? I mean, I'm quite happy with these. I mean, I don't know what you guys think of the one I've done. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I'm sure you can see with all this fucking blur because whatever. Anyone getting a bit lag? If you're getting lag, might be your end. It might be my end. Hopefully, it's not my end. Good morning from Mexico. Hello. Thank you for watching. I'm glad you enjoy it. There are a lot of Centurion hate online. Yeah, Centurions get a bad rap. I don't know why. Still like the details. You can stick onto the base. Yeah. I love these Gamer's Grass. Very nice. Very cool. Full hand. Oh, you've seen my hands before. They're horrible. And yeah, someone said I need moisturizer. Probably. I just have crap hands. You know me. Name your Dreadnought Mazdamandi Ashen of the Sun. That is very cool. Lanky hands. Yeah, I mean, lanky hands. They can do that. I think that's weird. Because this one only does that, but this one does this whole full Z. There you go. That's my weird hands. Sure, that'll be fun. Use some moisturizer. Yeah, that's the one I read. Think I've seen the cut mat? Yeah, probably. This is a very common cutting mat. I'm not Warhips has his own fancy little logo. I'm not that cool. Little kids are weird and annoying. I disagree. Children do not exist. Your 20 was one after Ocarina of Time. I know, it's a tragedy. Wish I had enough energy yesterday to do more painting than what I ended up doing. Unless you want me to paint on the whole stream. I mean, we're 30 minutes into the stream. I've not started painting yet. But I will get around to it. I need to actually get the paint out. Obviously, we'll start with a classic lead belcher. I just want to make sure I'm reading chat. Witch looking hands thing. Are these Black Templars? No, they are Screaming Ravens. They are my own custom chapter. If you can, you should try a circular target on one of the heads. I was trying to, like... So one of the things with these ones that I wanted to discuss, for people who have played Ocarina of Time... obviously on this one I've got like this is basically the kind of the eye of... the lens of truth. You've got that kind of red detailing and the purple eye there. With this one I went with kind of the... Obviously the bow is kind of this brown, and then obviously the green for the medallion. What are we thinking for this? Obviously it'll be red. The red gun will be red because of the fire temple. Obviously there's a lot of browns in there in the fire temple itself. Also the hammer is silver. Like I want to kind of implement, maybe have this bit here, like the hands here, be silver for the hammer, like the Megaton hammer. That'd be very cool. I saw a video where someone made the Centurion look amazing with kit bash. I've seen that video, and I think they look amazing anyway. We're at 101 viewers. What is going on? Why? Hello everyone. Glad you can join. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, all the good YouTube stuff, etc, etc. Once I finish my Centurion, I just need his base. I need my airbrush, and that's in the basement. Well, I can't go because I injured your foot. Ah, that sucks. Hope your foot gets better. Played Ocarina of Time via GameCube Zelda Collection, was part of the GCB. Yes. Assuming you didn't play the Master Quest, because Master Quest sucks. But it doesn't suck. It's just wild, man. Master Quest is weird. But yeah, it's a great game. Any tips for painting hard to reach areas? Don't. I mean, there's probably places in here you could probably, again, autofocus. There's probably places I've not painted very well. Like up there, you can see, like there's mistakes up there. You can't see because of, again, the autofocus. Like, for very hard to reach places, you don't have to bother. If you wanted to bother, probably put them into pieces. For all the children, Ocarina of Time is the Ben Drown game. It's not, that's Majora's Mask, you absolute fool. You've ruined everything. You may want to finish painting my Delphish, do it. Anyone who is painting, go paint. Do some painting while you listen to me ramble and not paint. I'm very slowly getting there. I've got the painter, I've opened my water. Who is Ben Drowned? It's an old, say children, it's a very old creepypasta about a haunted Majora's Mask. I'm so glad I'm a VTuber, because otherwise it looks like I'm doing horrible things. Hey, been putting off your battle wagon. Equipped with Imperial Knight parts. That sounds very cool, Varrock Shores. Wouldn't your logo be your face? Which would be very weird. That is true. Look awesome, thank you. Big mood for loving a hated meat mini. I think Defiers are amazing. I think Defiers are cool as well. Maybe I just have terrible taste. Maybe you want to paint? Do it, or don't. Paint. You don't even have to paint a mini. Paint a Bob Ross picture. Those brushes are so dead they make Necrons. Hey, these brushes aren't that bad. I mean, they're not great, but they work. I only really use like this one, like a small layer. You'll come to realize, if you've not been here before, you've not seen me paint, I'm not a good painter. And you know, it's gonna be a if you're a good painter, you're gonna see a lot of shit. Devilfish was just to get the collection started. Nice. Centurion stocks. That is true. I think we're 109. I guess the thing is, this is the thing with YouTube, and for anyone who's getting into YouTube, like once the numbers start going up, they'll go up, which is weird. Obviously, yeah, because people aren't going to click on something with like, if I had like 5 viewers, people aren't going to click on a 5-viewer stream. I've got 100 viewers, like, oh, something's going on here, and then more and more people come in, and then like here's people who like it and stuff. That's also going to pull more people in. And, you know, spirals out of control. Which makes it more difficult because I'm looking at chat. I actually got the Master Quest via the special edition for Wind Waker. Was it? Yeah, because it was in Wind Waker, the Master Quest, wasn't it? Yeah. For any tail weapon other than Railgun, you're a coward. Very true. Behind the shins where the cape is covering the majority, but you can't see it. Yeah. There's a lot of places like that where you just cannot see. Sadly can't paint at the moment because I'm at work. Ah, that sucks. But instead, I'm procrastinating and drawing 40k shit in MS Paint. That? Sure. Hello, go for it painting. New subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Finally got new armies intercessors. Very nice. And some green scuff sculpts. Nice. Did you see it? Yes, I did see your comment. Thank you. I did see that. Should I go to my hobby shop or not do that and have money in my wallet? Ooh. Oh, if you haven't painted stuff, paint that first. Unless you want to play a game and you need some models, in which case get the models. I'll click on stream with 5 years. Thank you. If I'm awake, true. You're here. The scout dog, you are here. And thank you for being here. That has a brush supplier. Would you like a good sable brush for mini painting? Probably not. The thing is, like, with stuff like that, I would probably just ruin it. Ah, Jake1996. The one guy in Twitch chat vibing. There he is. I am also over on Twitch. If you prefer Twitch. Okay, I've got the paint open now. We're more and more getting there by the minute. I'm gonna get some of this. I'll just pull the paper over. Ta-da. I'm gonna obviously need a lot more than that tiny drop of paint there. That's obviously far too little, but get a good bit on that. So I do like usually trying to read all the messages in chat, but also I'm going to apologize in advance for not being able to really. I probably need a bigger brush, but like, there's a lot of people here today. Thank you, and Lukezilla for following on Twitch. So there's a lot going on. You see Centurions, you click exactly. Played Ocarina of Time with the pirated emulator copy. Sure, do that. Play Ocarina of Time. It's great. You know what you could do to make a Centurions look amazing? Easy replace them with any other model. Get out of my house. How dare you? I'm going to Tesco's. You want a meal deal? No, I'm good. I'm actually all right. Thank you. However, question for those who get the Tesco's meal, or any sort of sandwich meal deal, what is the best sandwich? And if your answer is wrong, you're the worst. Currently keep hashing a Doomhammer Baneblade. That's cool. With crab legs. Thought on the latest AOS article. Which one was the latest one? You have to remind me. I think it was I think it was something. Yeah, here's the other problem is I paint off the camera. I'm gonna try and make an effort because I'm gonna be doing Magnus in May. I'm gonna try and make an effort to paint on camera, but I don't think I can. I need to find a better solution for that. Really enjoy building and kit bashing stuff and painting. Like, yeah, there are people who are like, yeah, I think I do enjoy painting. I need to move the mic. I apologize, that is horrible noise. I do enjoy painting. I'm just very slow at it. This needs a bit more watered down, I think it's a bit thick. It's a bit better. Might still be a bit thick, actually. Go for it. I will get back to your comments and questions momentarily. I just want to make sure I get this bit done. This is going to be the problem with. I mean, I was bad enough at Helldivers and trying to chat. This is going to be worse. Phoenix 12309. Thank you for following me over on Twitch. Love the feature things. Thank you. You make a Centurion captain, you should have target on his forehead inside a rank. In the Orc detachment rules yet? Yeah, they look awesome. I think the Orc Codex is very cool. This? No, just this bit here. Don't you should go to Tesco's. All day breakfast. Kerful, you are absolutely correct. Well done. Meatball marinara. They do meatball marinara at Tesco? Primary Centurion, some of the best cake bashes? I've seen them, they're alright. Your local Warhammer shop super Robert Ball. Again, it's not something you probably should discuss on the internet, but you know, I'm not going to call the place. I don't know where you live. It would be a waste of police time to just call every police. Small Paul, yes. I'm in the corner. Hello? Get a camera stand that's posable. That's what I need. I need a camera stand that's posable. And I need to not suck. I also need to work out what I'm doing. At the moment, I've done very little. So with this bit, I don't have to be super neat because I'm gonna be cleaning up with the black anyway later. I do want to try and make as little mistakes as possible. And for those questioning potentially why wouldn't I do all the silver on all of the models first if they're going to be all the same, the answer is don't yell at me. I'm not big on batch paint. I'm not very good at it. I always find that I get too bored too quickly. So it's kind of like I like the Screaming Ravens theme because I can do a bit of something else like afterwards. So I'm using this one for reference. I just need to remember which parts I silvered up. There's an airbrush, so not sure. I could even, yeah, I could simply not stream with an airbrush because there's a big old box in the way. Not like you can see anything now, but there'll be just too much stuff in the way for an airbrush to realistically paint. Yeah, orcs are very kit bashable. What's your favorite non-Space Marine model? Good question. I like Hellions. Hellions are very cool. Magnus is very cool. Brutalis is... Well, Brutalis is Space Marine. There you go, I've already failed. Angron. Something like those kind of bigger models are all very cool. Stuff like... I'm trying to think of like some out of the left field ones I really like. I like Obliterators, they're fun. I like some of the Tau range. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Centurions and Devastators are basically orc units.
That voice is weird. McFadson, thank you for the $2. Was that too loud? That might have been too loud. If it was too loud, I can change that. Close the paint lid pot, you barbarian. No, I need to dip into it more because I'm an idiot. You're a barbarian. If it was a contrast paint, I would absolutely be closing it because I would spill it immediately. I swear I need more silver than that. On the gun. Maybe I'm just wrong. I guess it's all the cables at the back, right? Yeah, no, this is right. This is right. Yeah. Yeah, it's just cables at the back and then the arm. Yeah, that's fine. That's Subway, yeah. Painting stream, but off camera. Yeah, I don't yell at me. Right. I'll try my best here to see if I can do this on camera. Every story is super robbable if you're fast enough. True. Everything is robbable if you're brave enough. I've immediately gone off camera. Like I said I'll try, and then I immediately went off camera. But this isn't too bad. Am I on camera? I am. Just. Yeah, so what I'm basically doing is the silver details, because there's a lot of them. I just want to get them in. A lot of it's like the undersuit and stuff, like the these bits here, like in there. So like on this one, you can kind of see in there. Autofocus, please. No, it's not gonna play, but you can see it's that bit there. Which one's coming out? What if chapter serves as Screaming Ravens of Magician where they have to make their masters flinch? Can I wish Death Guard or something else Centurions? Okay, you've got the thing with Death Guard, they already have like quite chonky Terminators, right? Like Blight Lords and the other one. I've gone off camera again. Yeah, I need a, because here's the other problem, right? Is obviously part of the problem is I have to paint down here, which is not something I'm super used to. The other thing is I don't want to be showing too much of my body on another angle. Not because I'm like worried about it or whatever. It would just be very odd to be like half VTuber, half not VTuber. I guess I already am with hands, but I don't know. Where's your camera on? My camera is on my light. It's a jank-ass setup. I've seen models be painted. I know, right? Look. The channel's named the Paul's Ballots off for a reason, okay? Any tips against procrastinating to get my combat patrol finished? You've come to the wrong place. What is causing you to procrastinate? Is it just a general like procrastination, like you just generally procrastinate, or is it because you're worried about something? What is the thing that is causing you issues? For me, it was ADHD, and you know, medicine and you know, seeing someone about that helped with that kind of stuff. But obviously, it might be different for you. But I don't know. Did you miss it? No, I haven't. I didn't reply about that yet. Black man. I kind of half read the battle plans article. I didn't really fully like absorb it. And the they put this. It's a new sequence. I have to do it different. I think I'm just gonna do that. I think that looks fine. Also, the autofocus is shit. It's not Paul badass stuff. I see. No, yes, it's not Paul. It's Paul is badass. Paul badass stuff. We're to do it in one big go and not liking it anymore. Pick a favorite model or pick a single model and start. That's gonna help. Because once you start, you'll get the momentum. That's gonna be the thing. As Universumura, thank you for following me over on Twitch. Slightly loud blackbirds. There's also a new Lookout Sir equivalent. Yes, I saw that on the Skaven. I think that's very cool. What else am I doing? I need to do a lot more. Sorry, I am. Yeah, that's the other problem I think for showing this camera is the camera is currently attached to my light because I do not have a camera stand. If anyone has any recommendations, let me know. And the autofocus isn't fucking helping. It's focusing on the ones that are down there. I might have to turn that off. I assume it's absolute hot garbage right now. Or if I just move them off the screen. I'm gonna focus on that. A little bit better. A bit more. A bit. So like someone was saying a lot earlier about stuff that's kind of hard to see, hard to get to. Like this is hard to get to. I'm kind of giving it a once over to try and get bits that are kind of visible, but I'm not worrying too much about it because yeah, a lot of it isn't super visible. I'm not worrying too much. So I am still taking my time just because I'm slow. Hey, really enjoy your videos. Nice. Question mark Sprite is 2 times Ross. I don't know. Anyone in chat got any ideas for deep field question there? 2x Rust Oleum Blue, pretty okay to use for spray primer. Is your light posable? No, the light is balancing everything. It's all a balancing act at the moment. We've got the durability more than the flexibility. Yeah, that's the thing. Is Centurions have a good gun, like the Devastators have a really good gun line, I found. Like for this bit here, if I touch the back of this like cable next to it, it doesn't really matter because that cable is so difficult to see. It's going to be in shadow anyway. Again, if I was doing like a, trying to do a piece for like a competition, I'd take more time. But these things got to get painted at some point. Also, I'd probably use a bigger brush. But I'm very unconfident with bigger brushes. I'm just very unconfident in general as a painter. I'm just not a very good painter. I'm getting there. Literally watched a video about tubers the other day. This is the best avatar ever. Thank you. Yeah, so people... I like the, in Christian Farkamian's video, you got all these, like, really, like, fancy, show-offy, you know, anime girl avatars, and then me. Talking if you don't know how to procrastinate further. Very true. Very true indeed. You want your hands to fit your VTuber, paint them black or wear black gloves. True. Although actually my VTuber model doesn't have hands at all. Big problem. Oh, am I sometimes like disappearing into the void? It's probably the camera picking stuff up. I did look at the Wizard and Priest article. That is cool. I like the way they're doing that with the numbers. That does seem like a fun idea. I'm painting the same thing again. Why am I doing that? It's something different once. I'm probably off camera again. Just popping in for work to say you smell. Thanks, Dino Bruni. Watch the rest of the stream in 30 minutes if you're still streaming. I should be still streaming in 30 minutes. I might have even done more painting in 30 minutes, who knows? Don't have hands. How are you painting right now? Don't worry about it. My human avatar is doing it. I'm actually a VTuber with a human avatar rather than the other way around. Fun fact. That's lore, that's canon now. Fancy show-offy foods, I think I saw Jim say, yeah. Trying not to spend $25 on a rattle can, yeah. Are you going to get another Gunpla? I am currently building a Gunpla. I built 2 legs now. Yeah, they were a bit scammed. Raiding Master Ben 10 with a party of 6. Hello. Thank you for raiding over on Twitch. That's the first time anyone's ever raided me. Hello. What were you up to, Master Ben 10? Hope you had a good stream. It's all go today. Bloody hell. We're not quite 100 viewers anymore, but that was probably because people realised, oh, this isn't a painting stream. This is a stare at a cutting board while a stick figure avatar yells at you. Yeah, so I'm not being very careful there, but I don't. I say see, I'm not being very careful there. Oh, I went small again. But you probably can't see anyway, so. I think I've not been doing Votan. Very nice. Hello, Sir Nidor as well. Over on Twitch side. I went to my first painting competition, didn't win them, but I did get some good painting done. Very cool. Nice one. Yeah, even if you didn't win, it was good to, I mean, just entering is always good. Well done for entering, and well done for getting some good advice. You know, it's a good way to get some cred. I mean, if you don't enter, you don't know, do you? I need to do more of the. I know I need to do more of the exoskeleton. Spending a lot of time on this pipe. Is the gun supposed to be a hammer? So I think so. The gun's gonna be red because the others are the colors of the other temples in Ocarina of Time. I think the fist might be silver because of the hammer. Bit of bounce and neat. Thank you, and thank you for watching the videos. I'm glad you enjoyed them. What gun plumber is it? It's the one that everyone's scared of. It has told me not to do. Love your stream to help me drive to do a long painting session. Nice. Yeah, that's the kind of vibe I want to go for. And if people like that vibe, then I'm happy. The main problem is when I'm painting with friends, I don't have to look up and see what they're saying in chat, which makes it a little difficult. So again, I do apologize if I do miss messages. But, you know, I'm both bad at streaming, painting, and doing all the things at the same time. You know how I go. We are at 50 likes on the stream, which is incredible. So thank you very much for the support today. 40K has a lot of factions, which I still haven't picked one. It is true. It's like, I think the thing you gotta kind of, if you're getting into Warhammer, like, don't be afraid to dip into a couple of factions, like with maybe a combat patrol or a kill team, or a 2,000 point list, which you need to paint over a period of a few years because you decide to get way too much stuff. Like me! Yeah! I think I watered down this silver a little bit much, or the perfect amount. That's one thing, like, I still don't know. Am I actually painting correctly? Am I a bad painter? Am I just being bad? I don't know. I'm off screen again. Good. Have a text-to-speech say every chat message. That'd be so annoying. If you want your text-to-speech, you have to give me money. give me money to be heard. This should be silver. Arm connection should be brown to represent the leather handle of the hammer. Yeah. I was going to do, like, brown tones because the dungeon itself is quite brown as well, so that could work, or like a you know, brown and brass. There's a guy asked, did I paint these for myself for competition, so next comp I'll try and paint them just for the comp. Oh, right, okay. Now I have to do the Germa stream raid song. I don't know what that is. Just come back from the beginning of painting. What have we painted? We've painted some silver so far. Right now starting a third army Imperial Guard. Nice. Love how your biggest Warhammer characteristic is buying way too much stuff impulsively. Hey, listen. Oh, I went small again. The secret of that is you start a YouTube channel and recoup some of the costs. I still haven't recouped the costs from this YouTube channel, but you know, I've made a not an insignificant amount of money on this channel. Like, not a livable amount for sure, but not insignificant. And therefore I can justify my frivolous spending by passing the costs on to you. So please like, comment, and subscribe. And you've also got super chats to pay me money, even though I don't need it because I have money from my actual job. Not saying that YouTubing isn't an actual job; it's just not an actual job for me. You know what I'm saying? You should probably go, if you want to give money to someone who is doing YouTubing as an actual career, you should give it to them instead. It's very small because I'm hide behind something and it's like dipping away. What theme inspiration from these lads? Ocarina of Time dungeons, adult dungeons. So this is Nocturne. So obviously Shadow Temple. So purple, blurry. Also got a Eye of the Lens of Truth, and then this one is Forest Temple. Green with some brass, and then this one will be Fire Temple. So that's what people voted on the absolutely not suspicious at all poll that I did yesterday. Gone to Warhammer through Orcs, but slowly and surely been switching fully to AOS. Nice. Yeah, AOS looks good. I do like AOS. 20 aggression at once. That is a mistake. That's looking nice there. Thank you. What's my main profession? I am in software development. I say that, I'm in software test. Don't ask me to develop anything. Even though I did make something a while ago. With code. I don't do much coding. I tell people how to test stuff. I'm a test lead. Essentially. It's a bit more complicated than that, but I don't need to go into it. A little bit more than half on that. I'm going to focus it. Oh no, I did. A little bit more than half. The other half will probably be brass or something. Love your voice. Thank you. First time I've heard that. Normally people tell me I speak too quickly. Well, you're already subscribed. It's very true. How much did you make from the last video? Like 20 quid. Any Warhammer video games? I have. I've played Dawn of War when I was younger. I've played a bit of Bolt Gun. Oh, I played Mechanicus is probably my favourite. I love Mechanicus. That was a lot of fun. I really like Mechanicus. I'll probably play Space Marine 2 at some point. When it comes out. I've subbed so funding your plastic edition. Thank you. Thank you for funding my addictions. Passing the addiction on to you. Someone's already said they started this hobby because of me, so whoops. I'm already causing problems, financially and spiritually, for people. That's how I roll. I caused you a lot of headaches when I was working. I'm guessing you are I'm guessing you are the developer. Not fixing the bugs that I raise. Although I don't raise them anymore. Might have to give this brush a bit of a wash. I think some of the paint is getting a bit further down the bristles. I'm also realising I'm again painting off camera. I apologise in advance. Votan Salamander Tyranno's Gene Studios got 2 of those from Launchbox and Votan my main army. Oh, thank you. I forgot. I've been wondering where my phone was.
That's when I got a message. 2 things vibrating.
Fair enough. The German answers a dance. Jeremiah Amberson ad-libs on the spot as a thank you for being raided. He lives in the walls of every streamer and punishes those who don't comply. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. He also lives in the Shuffle Mania bot. Oh, you're a Chaos team. I'm a junior. I am the creative cloud of your team. I see. I see. I should specify, hate everything else with Lism and the actual setting is awesome. Fair enough. Interesting you started painting these after being called up. Well, so here's the thing. I legitimately had always planned to paint the Centurion on stream because I made that poll before he released his video. So I was always going to paint this on stream. If you look at the thumbnail of this stream on YouTube, by the way, there is a bit of an Easter egg, though. If you haven't noticed it. There is a small Easter egg for a certain vampire. What should I do next? I've done my Lucky Blue Orcs. Unlucky green Botan, I don't know. Eiffel, do you consider doing exposed metal with a black base coat and steel dry brush? No. I didn't consider it. I guess not out of like not knowing it's a thing, I guess. More of just not considering it, I guess. I mean, it's not a bad idea. What I did do with this model is I actually dry brushed the edges and then cleaned it up around the edges rather than kind of cleaning up and then dry brushing the edges, if you see what I mean. So, like, rather than doing zenithal, I did like reverse zenithal. Kind of, essentially. I don't know. You have a woman within 20-foot radius of you? I mean, it's an engagement ring, not a wedding ring, but I've been engaged for far too long. Not out of anyone's fault, we're just both very lazy. You've got a thick Centurions. Oh yeah, they're chunky, aren't they? I love a Centurion. I had a time getting Mortarian's wings to stick yesterday. They have any quick drying glue on hand. The plastic glue took me holding the wings in place for 10 minutes. Oof. Yeah. Now then, they ain't coming off. Hey, Paul, you ever looked into Malifaux? I've heard a few people have done like Malifaux things. And it looks cool. I've not looked into it specifically, though. But it does look cool. Let me have a look at this. Just wanna... Yeah, just there. What have we got left to do? It's on the front. I need to do this on its head, but I'll do that last. What am I doing on the guns? I think I'm doing silver there. So I'm muttering to myself. The background is the fire temple. But there's another on the actual drawing of me. There is something there as well. We've seen chainsaws, chain fists, chain axes, but chain hammers? Yay or nay? Yay. Absolutely do a chain hammer. Why not? It'll be hilarious. I think you with that statement, I'm pretty sure you could probably work out why I like Centurions. Because why not? It would be hilarious. Kind of sum Centurions up, doesn't it? For being honest. Did I do that bit? I did. Okay, I need to do that bit as well. Been a couple of weeks since I've done any painting, which is why I'm kind of keep referring back to a previously done one. I'm going to do a quick little, just full wash here. Unlucky green phone, that is nice. You fancy lived in Indonesia? Wow. We had a long distance, obviously not, because I think you were in America, so that's very far. We did have a, during university, we had a long distance relationship, but not nearly that long. So now we have a close distance relationship. What do you think of the female custodians things? I don't. I really do not care. I think it's cool. The gun, the gold, and from the looks of it, the metallics on the left arm's gun. Did someone ask what the theming was or something? You may have asked, I may have missed it. Too much chat, too much going on. 65 likes. You're gonna paint a unit after the mask from Majora's Mask. Not, that is a... I was thinking about that. I was wondering where it could fit. But doing a Majora's Mask theme one would be cool. Well, I need to finish painting this army and we can get married any year now. Very true. Want to give us a brief 360 of the model on camera? Yeah, sure. The main thing is, yeah, my setup is so jank. So this is where we are so far. Is it going to focus? Yes. So it's kind of just putting the silver details in, right? This will be black, this cable here. Kind of done the inside there of there. I'm doing it here at the moment. I've done that kind of half and half on there. And then this will be the gun that's different. So if you look at this one, if it'll focus. This is the one that I've done so far. Obviously, it's the purple. Yeah, focus there. Purple gun with the gold and some red details up there. The half and half on the back. And this side is basically just standard. And then this one, which is the green one, which is kind of halfish done. Halfish done. Favorite color? My favorite color is purple. One of them is a tiny, at least half the size of Space Marines. That's small. That's very small. Probably too small for my stupid hand. Did you remember to ask on the yeah, to be fair for that man, Combi Lieutenant is one of the ones I was thinking of. And actually you make a good point because he's for a Reloaded Skull Kid. That is a very good point. I may do that. I'm not on camera. I'm gonna have to do like a, you know how I did the reviewing challenge of like if I say the same words I something. I'm gonna have to do that for, I'm gonna have to train myself in a similar way in a painting stream. Where it's like every time, every minute it's off the stream I have to do something. But I need someone else to track it for me. I'd have to go back and look later. Wish you had fancy grasses? Yeah. What do you think of AOS so far? I think AOS 4 is looking really cool. I played a very brief amount of AOS 3, like one game, and I liked it. So I'm looking forward to AOS 4. And Skaven, and rats, and stuff. Purple is the only correct answer. Yes, it is true. You ever painted any non-Warhammer models? I've painted one non-Warhammer model, actually, yes. For a Secret Santa gift, I painted a mini from Hero Forge for a friend of their D&D character. And it was alright. I didn't completely mess it up. As far as I know. They haven't thrown it away. As they might have done. I don't know. The thing is, we don't play D&D in person, so it was mostly just as a part challenge part. I thought it'd be cool. This is like her first time playing D&D, so... I fancy crafts, yes. It is prescribed for your PTSD. True, that is a different kind of fancy grass, and you probably don't want to be putting that on your Warhammer minis. Although, putting little tufts of fancy grass on your Warhammer minis, if you're ever in a game and you get a bit stressed, you can always just pull a bit off. This game is going to be next impulse buy army. It's not an impulse buy if I'm planning on buying it with the starter set. That's not impulse. That's just pulse. It's not smart. Sure, it's definitely not smart, but it's not an impulse. I've had plenty of time to mull over the fact that I'm making a mistake. Therefore, I'm justified in purchasing it. Checkmate. Atheists, etc., etc. I don't think that bit was actually... We ball. Ooh, I'm off camera again. The thing is, here's the really, really dumb part about this. Is because the camera is attached to the light, pulling it back here is out the light. So, you know, I'm just dumb, basically. All I'm saying is I'm real dumb. I'm real dumb. Sure, yeah, well. Technically, so I find I've been used for bases. Yeah, it's worth picking up. I mean, you can do it with like glue and like sand and stuff, but I use astrogranite for one of them, and I use something else. I can't remember what it's called. Another one. They're very good though. I'd recommend them. And it's not an impulse buy if I deny the impulse and talk myself into buying anything anyway. Yeah, exactly. If you get the impulse and then you consider the option and then go for it, it's not an impulse because you thought about it. That's the way it works. It can't be an impulse if you if you have any like momentary thought about the product you're purchasing. It's not an impulse. Simple. Also, we're 2 likes away from the very funny number. That funny number being 12. And yes, I am baiting you into liking the stream, even though you probably don't want to. And I don't expect you to either. But if it gets over 69, then I win. But if it stays at exactly 69 for the entirety of the existence of this stream, you win. What do you win? I don't know. I don't have a map to work on or a paint palette. Yeah, okay. It sounds like you need to get some equipment if you want to do some painting. I mean, a work mat isn't necessary. Obviously, it's nice to kind of clean up. But you could probably put like newspaper down or paper down. A pallet, you can kind of use anything, like a £1 tile from a you know, DIY shop will work. You don't need a wet pallet. Or just paint directly onto the wall. You have an desk, you win. You win an excuse for purchases of impulse buy. Well, I'm just liking the video, keep it to 69. Well, the problem is you have to unlike it, because disliking it doesn't put it to 69, it just changes the ratio. It went up to 75, so it went way over. So everyone unlike the video, then re-like it. And keep doing that until we hit exactly 69. I wonder what that would do to the algorithm, actually. What happens if like everyone just unlikes and then re-likes? Not dislike. Don't dislike it, but like unlike it. And then keep doing that until we hit 69 exactly. We're down to 74. We're going the right way. I wonder if that does something. Or maybe I'm sure that the algorithm's clever enough to... Because otherwise you just have someone liking and unliking the video constantly, right? Your painting's improved tremendously. Thank you. Yeah, so the black armor here. So the way I did this was essentially I dry brushed it. You gonna focus? And then I actually cleaned up the black to keep the edges. It was actually a much more efficient and easier and more fun way, actually. So I find, like, zenithal doesn't work for black, obviously, because it will just cover all of the zenithal you do. I'm a convert to the Church of Wet Palette. Ooh. Something's why there's paint circles on my wall, exactly. I like my Centurions with narrower shoulders. That's fair. I think wider shot. Just go even wider. Even chunkier. Make him like a pure cube. What brunches do I use? Usually something like a Sam. No. These are just Citadel, and then some cheap ones from Amazon. I don't use anything fancy. I feel like I'm not at that level to do anything fancy. Thanks, Necron Lord. Yeah, we're doing all right. So after, obviously, I've got 3 more of these after this one. Am I going to finish this one today? Probably not, because I'm doing quite slow. I think I've done the silver. Oh, no, I need to do the front silver. There's a bit on the front I need to do. Then we can move on to something maybe a tad more exciting. So I need to do a little bit. Look at my reference model. You can have something to look at. These bits here. All that bit. It is all that bit and then a little bit at the back. All of. I know it's off camera. I apologize. Need to make sure I get this bit right. All of this bit. And then all of this bit. I guess it actually makes less sense for that to be silver. I'll probably fix that later. Oh yeah, and then there's a couple of tiny bits in the helmet that are silver. So there is this bit here. There, which I've immediately fucked up. I need to read the head anyway. What? Oh, and the one last part is a very small amount. Goes in here in the fist. Oh, I went small again. A bit there as well. I think that was it. Oh, that bit there, actually. There's one more bit. I think I missed this on one of the ones over there when I did that one as well. These coils in the las cannon here. I keep going small. That's because I'm... The problem is where the light and the camera is set up for this, it kind of maybe sometimes blocks my face. Right. Oh, and actually in there. Not quite all of it. There's also these 2 tiny little bits here. Again, camera. I think when I do Magnus, I may have to turn off. This is kind of partly a test stream, right? Like to see what I need to fix. Definitely getting a solution for the camera being one more of a pivot, and autofocus, probably turning that off. Probably the 2 big things that I need to change. I thought you actually highlighted the old-fashioned one. Yeah. It's nice to do it that way around. What's your favourite model from a faction in any game that you don't plan on collecting? Probably Angron. Then we have a second copy of Centurion for CVC. Exactly. Yeah. See, he'll come round to he'll come round to it. Have you seen Space Maids? I've seen people do like Space Marine made things, right? Let's let that. So I think I've done all the silver, so I can close this. Finish your first freehand flames. Very cool. Freehand's tough, so well done. Well done doing some freehand. That's the thing. Once you've done it the first time, you get better every time after that. Probably. I don't know. That sounds very like one of those kind of pieces of advice. Is just like, once you've done it once, it'll be better every time. It's not necessarily true. Like, it takes a few times. But you've started now, so you kind of know what you do. Yes, that's what's behind my back as a surprise. It's another Centurion. Yeah, I put metallics on wet palette. People seem to be kind of like very scared of metallics. I've never really had a problem with them. But again, it's probably something that you might notice if you're a more seasoned painter, but I'm not. He's actually painting them on. I know, right? Crazy. I'm going to move this one out of the way. Actually, for those who have arrived, I don't know if everyone's been here the whole time, but thank you for joining. This has been a very popular stream. This is the one I have finished. See if it's going to focus today. Anytime now. There we go. So this is the one I have finished. This is the... Oh, it's going to be unfocused. And the theming, obviously, is like normal kind of Raven Guard, Screaming Raven, like silvers, with kind of the red here. To kind of make them feel a bit Raven Guardy, and then different this side, all of these are different Ocarina of Time dungeons or medallions. So this one is Nocturne with the gold and purple with a bit of detailing there for the Eye of Truth, for example. Don't forget to hit that like button. We're at 80 now. So we didn't manage to get back and forth. Oh, Master Gun Sword would be fun. Helps you paint your own admitted weaknesses spite, yeah. If anyone hasn't seen that video, I guess go watch it. There's a Christian von Carmian video about VTubers, and I'm in it. Being made fun of course, but you know. What are you painting today? I'm painting some Centurions, or a Centurion. This one's gonna have a red gun. So if you look at these two. I don't know why. This is just the thing that comes with my wet palette. I just have it around my hand for some reason because I fidget a lot. Forest Temple, Shadow Temple, Fire Temple. Well, it will be Fire Temple once I actually do anything that makes it look Fire Temple-y. Yeah, so metallics on wet palette I think is fine. I'm saying you don't want metallics in the wet palette because flakes will get into the sponge. I've not had that problem. I've never noticed that. I've never had a paint get metallic flakes on it from the wet palette, but it's probably one of those ones where if you're doing a lot of painting, it might do something, or maybe it is noticeable. Favorite Ocarina dungeon? Ooh, good question. I think the Forest Temple. Forest Temple is like when I was a kid, the Forest Temple's terrifying, and the rotating room is so good. Yeah, for democracy, yes, very cool. Don't need to keep spamming. You can stop now. But yes, democracy is very cool. Miyako Ian's about told me that. I mean, yeah, I think I've heard something like that about yeah, metallics. Like metallics in the water as well can get flakes in places, but it's not something I've noticed. Yeah, this is the thing with the water temple. Like, right at the very start of this channel, I was going to do videos like on various different hobbies. Obviously, it's turned into Warhammer. One of the videos I was going to do was about the water temple, how the water temple is actually not that bad. The problem with the water temple was not the water temple itself; it was everything around the water temple. What is it called? I have too much crap in this drawer. It's the fact that every time you had to put the boots on, you had to go into the menu, scroll across, put the boots on, go to sync down, turn the boots back off. In the DS, it had a button, right? No one told me to bomb the fake doors. I think one of the Gorons does. I think if you speak to the Gorons, they tell you. Like the Gorons you free, I think one of them mentions it. There's still no one who's Space Marine crushes on. That sucks. You probably have a spare one though, right? But if not, now he has an injury, and it's very cool. No. So there is in the water temple there is one place where. No, that's blood for the blood god. That is not the painting. So you know how like. You order your paints all nice and neat, and then you realise that they're no longer neat. That's the problem I have. Okay, I found it. Why is Darker red? I know it's a layer paint, but it's the only red I've got that isn't a contrast, and I can't really do contrast on here. So basically, we're gonna thin layer Wazdecker reds on the gun. Get that nice and coloured. There is one bit in the water temperature that does cause a problem, and there's a key you can miss which causes problems. I was a kid who didn't seek unnecessary dialogue. Yeah, that is the thing, I think, with there's a lot of stuff. I kind of want to play through Ocarina of Time and speak to every NPC, because there's probably stuff that they say that I have no idea about. I also want to go through and play Majora's Mask, because weirdly, probably not weirdly, I don't like Majora's Mask. But that's only because I played it as a kid, and as a kid, there was, I did not enjoy it as much as Ocarina of Time, and it was very frustrating. It's a very frustrating game. But maybe now I'm older, it might be better. So I do kind of want to play through Majora's Mask at some point and see if my opinions are validated. Is it red or red? It is red. It's not the most red. Like as a kid playing Majora's Mask, like, okay, you're reusing a bunch of assets. The time limit is annoying. The having to redo a bunch of stuff is annoying. Some of the carrying the bomb, the powder keg was horrendous. The water temple in that one was horrendous. Just a lot of stuff that was annoying as a kid. But it might be something that with age got better. I don't know much about the fact you couldn't hotkey the boots was an issue. Yeah. And Wind Waker does the same thing. They put the boots on a hotkey. That's why if you do want to play Ocarina of Time, play Ship of Arcinian, because it gives you that option to make them hotkeyable. Play Majora's Mask on stream? I might do. The problem with the playing games on stream is, one, I'm not very good at streaming or playing games on stream. If anyone watched the Helldivers 2 playthrough, you'll see. And two, no one watched Helldivers. Last week I got very few viewers because I was just playing Helldivers 2, and this week I got over 100 at one point for doing the thing that people subscribe to the channel for. So I might do it on stream at some point. It might be like a bonus stream. Frank after 4 crashes, he hasn't saved because of the time. So that's the other thing, yeah. Well, I do have my N64, but I'm not going to get it out for this. Great sense of Colorado Fist and Red Andal Duncan. Yeah, I know. It was one of the... Right, so this is the problem. There's a few paints like that. Having a proper red is what I don't have. Purely because I was using contrast paints for a while. And then layer paints for highlighting. I never got myself a regular red, and I've never had the opportunity... every time I go and buy new paints, I keep forgetting that, oh yeah, I need a red, because these ones just work okay. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll put this down, and then I'll put a bit of a contrast over the top to kind of brighten up the red. Fallout 4 is done updating. Very nice. I have Evil Sun Scarlet. Hanging on a Beloved again would be more received, maybe. Very maybe. I mean, how many people would watch me play Majora's Mask? I guess that's the question. Say yes in chat to spike the amount of chats that I get. Is that going to be thin enough? I actually don't know. I might be too thick. Of course, you can't see what I'm doing because I did it off the camera. That should be. Right. We're going to actually close that first, backhandedly. Yeah, Paul is a VTuber, technically, kind of, I suppose. Sorry, moving mic. Is that enough? That too. Nope, that's good. No, that is good. Good consistency. I could probably do this with a bigger brush, but I don't know what it is about me. I could probably speed up my painting if I used a bigger brush, but I'm always scared of using a bigger brush. And it is 100% skill issue. They mentioned Majora's Mask would be hated if it was released today. Yeah, that's the thing. It's it's got cool, some of the actual story elements in Majora's Mask are really cool, but it's a frustrating game, especially following on from Ocarina of Time. And at the time, it wasn't as well received. It was okay received, but there was definitely a lot of people didn't like it that much. But nowadays, it's well beloved. And I'm wondering, is that because of people replaying it, or was it always just Are they a vocal minority? Like, what's the deal? What is the deal? I have touched that skull. That's fine. I can cover it up later. Yeah, I'm very bad at doing things off screen. I apologize. Hello, Alfarius. But I watch you play games. You're really entertaining. Thank you. Right. How did I do this? All the way. All the way. Yeah, I think it makes sense, right? A bigger brush would hold more paint, so you don't have to keep going back to get more paint, therefore better results. But I also feel like I would just touch everything ever all at once in the wrong places if I had a bigger brush. I don't know. There's a couple of things like that where I'm looking to do like a challenge for myself and make a video about it. Like bigger brush, like do a model with a big brush that you normally wouldn't use. Stuff like that. Everyone's streaming Hell, and no one around my streaming painting Centurions. That's true. And the other thing I think is people are here because they are, you know, they come from my YouTube, which is Warhammer, right? So they're people who like Warhammer, they're going to watch Warhammer. That's a bit too watered down, I think. We won't go back over on it, yeah? That's probably a bit too watered down, isn't it? Oh well. We can fix it. With more thin layers. Remember to thin your paints, otherwise Duncan Rhodes will literally come to your house and eat you. And turn your skin into a thin coat. Like some sort of SCP. Did I do that bit? I did. I'm referring back to a previous model to see which bits I coloured on those ones. I actually did colour these, like, the bits that connect it to the fist, essentially. Zoop, 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 zippity boop. Do I know Popcross Studios? I do not. That's how sharp and stiff the tip is. I see. I guess this is one thing I do like about the painting streams is people tell me how to paint. Very useful. I have realised I've missed a bunch of silver on this, but we'll deal with that. To be honest. So we're going to build this up both sides, and then onto some of the bits in the middle. I'm not, well, my hands are pretty thin, so I'm quite stick figure-y. You never get dry brush because I'm always worried about taking too much paint off and not having enough paint on the, yeah. I do struggle with dry brushing, to be honest. Sometimes I either think it's too much or too little, and then I try and correct and either over or under correct. I'm off the camera, and I apologize. Very difficult. And it's like all about, you know, oh, don't do it on paper towel, do it on like a weird like texture board, and then have a little like bit of stuff to dab it in or something. And I was like, well, I just want a dry brush. And then I go, oh, but why is the dry brush bad? That's because I did it wrong. I'm going to need more of this paint in a moment. Okay, see, I'm starting to run out of actual paint. Can you see that? Probably. These bits here, which are a bit annoying. Right, get a bit more paint out of the paint pot. Which gives Centurions a plasma cannon option, absolutely. Not an option, additional. They should just give them everything. That's a lot more paint, that'll help. But I hope colour shift is magic. Yeah, I saw that Duncan Rose one. He did one thick coat and then lots and lots and lots of thin coats, and then showed out 2 thin coats. That's the way to do it. Yeah, it is. So what's going to probably happen is it's kind of like a. It's obviously going to look different on camera, but it is quite. One, it's thin, so it's not actually done yet. And then what's probably going to happen is there'll be a wash of some description to darken it anyway, and then maybe even then go over with a contrast paint to get some of that vividness back in. And then the edge highlight will help a lot. The whole process. Which you probably won't see, because I will probably do that off camera. Both off camera, as in physically off camera like I'm doing now, because I'm an idiot. And also off camera in terms of not on stream, because I will probably do it some other time. So it's the best. It's the worst of both worlds. What's your procedure for line shoots? I have 60 neo-fied at hand at the moment. I have no clue how many layers I'm supposed to. And suddenly, no, I can't use contrast. My procedure for line troops is I don't. I do them 5 at a time. I can't do that much of the same thing over and over. I'd go insane. More insane than I already am. Being a fan of Centurions and not painting on the camera. Maybe I'll do, yeah, might do a Majora's Mask stream at some point. Don't know when. I've got a lot of other things to do. I'm part way through building a bloody Gundam that I've not finished. But about the 2 legs, the FT was fine. Would like to listen to while painting. Normally I watch YouTube. Like, if there's like a VOD for a recent ZFG stream, for example, like a long randomizer, that's always nice to listen to. Or I just put on like old, like an old Doug or an old, like a longer video, or I listen to. It's something I could put on in the background. Not usually music though. I usually prefer something I watch, or I watch a Twitch stream if there's a Twitch stream on. You know, a few Twitch streamers, or you know, yeah, mostly YouTube and Twitch kind of stuff. Not on camera again. I'm basically doing these detail bits anyway, so you can watch me inevitably miss at some point, and put red when it's not supposed to be, and have to clean it up later because that's how painting works. You can already see there's a bit there, a bit in there as well. But you know what? We clean it up later, because otherwise you will go crazy. I should know I've painted Thousand Suns. Not very well, and not very many of them. But I have done it. And boy howdy, you have to go back and forth on that if you're bad like me. Want to finish highlighting your Marines? Yeah, hell yeah. Fire Enclave for that Crimson Red. My tip is to recognise nobody looks at basic troops too hard. That is very true as well. If you've got like 60 dudes, they're them together are better than the sum is better than the parts, right? Like just having them all together, even if they're not like the best painted or they're, you know, a bit rough, just having them all together as a squad, especially if it's a big squad like a 20 squad, looks great. And they will basically make each other look better by being part of that collection. God, I need a bit more. Ooh. How did I manage that? That takes anti-skill to somehow do that. That might be a bit thick. Or it's a bit thin. Or it's both somehow. How did I manage to do both thin and thick paint at the same time? That's weird. Right, well, we'll go with it. We'll let it dry before we do the next coat. I know part of this area is probably already ready to go. I'm just going to do right in there. Even though I'm going to colour them a different colour later, I'm just going to do right in there. In there as well? Yes. Not there though. Oh. I 90% of Warhammer's quit before their army becomes viable. True. What are your thoughts on new nerfs and buffs? I'm basically fine. Got to do basic for all of them, like a factory, and then see the horde myself. Yeah. The more you do of them, the quicker it goes. Launch the 3 colors: orange, purple, green. Yeah, that's the quick. Watch your own streams while painting, then watch your stream of watch. That would get confused. If I like next time I do a painting stream, I'll watch this. I'll put a stream on in the corner, and then keep doing that until it becomes unwatchable, which will be very quickly. When is your third model from Leviathan box? Oh, that's very nice. Right. So something, if you're... Are you going to focus? You're going to focus up? Focus up. I believe in you. I believe in you. Hey, we're getting there. So obviously this looks kind of like scrappy and not great. But that's where 2 thin coats comes in, you see. If I do another coat on top of this, already more vibrant, more vivid. Very nice. So I'm going to go do another coat. And maybe even another one after that. Current weapons similar to their use. So, you weren't here before. I'll just put these 2 on screen. So I'm basically doing each of the guns on their left, or each of their their left sides are going to be different color schemes based on Ocarina of Time, the adult dungeons. So this is going to be Bolero, or Bolero of Fire for the Fire Temple, and they also include a little bit of like the actual temple theming. So there's some of like the Sheikah theming and the Lens of Truth theming in the purple one, and there's a bit of like wood theming in the theming of the bow in Minuet. And this one will have a bit of the hammer theming on his fist at some point. And then the water temple will have, I guess, long shot for the water temple. I guess I could do something to do with a shadow link, maybe. But I feel like the long shot has a cool color scheme, to be fair. So maybe I'll just do that. Yeah, I know I went over the skull for the gun. It was a mistake. And I will fix it. It's one of those things where, yeah, I will frequently make mistakes like that. Sometimes out of impatience, sometimes out of just being bad, sometimes just being... slipping. Whatever excuse I can come up with at the time, basically. Yeah, I've overthinned that again. You can kind of see where you overthin it. It kind of becomes a bit like just watery. Doesn't really like going on in like a clean layer. That's kind of what you're looking for, I think. But again, just saying like, that's what you're looking for on a stream where you can barely see it because I'm actually holding the model wrong anyway. I mean, the way I'm holding the model, you probably get as much information as you would from any other video that's trying to tell you how to thin your paints, because it really is a feel. And for someone asking about wet palettes earlier, I think it was you games, I think you asked about it. The one thing, like I say, the wet palette gives me is consistency. It allows me to feel the kind of the right consistency more often and get back to that consistency quicker. I find, at least. If anyone else has any suggestions for wet palette type stuff, then do so. Centurion carrying a flag, yay or nay? Carrying a flag in their hand or like on their back? Like on that bit there, where you put some of their special stuff. That's kind of with hookshot look. Good idea. You could create new units out of the game. What would you add? I would add a Centurion captain or character. Specifically for my Screaming Ravens, because I'm selfish. Otherwise, like a new unit, I do want probably like a Psychic Dreadnought for Thousand Suns would be cool. Again, more characters, I guess, but characters for Drukhari that can go on either the like a Succubus that can go on a bike would be cool as well. That's a bit better. What else? Bring back lightning claws for jump packs, please. UW? Centurion Ancient, yeah. I paint my knuckles before my model. Yeah, a lot of people... Right, that's something I've wanted to make a video on as well. Like, the painting your own hand thing. I don't find that useful. But you see some people who are, like, doing painting or whatever, and they're, like, basically, they painted their hand. There's no way about it. They basically painted their hand. And it's like, why... You know, that paint could have gone on your model, but you've decided to paint your own hand. I know there's logic to it, right? But also, it's very funny to take something like that to the ridiculous degree. Have melee and range. What about artillery Centurions? I mean, they have those missiles in their chest, which is, well, I guess it's shorter range, but it's not. They're not indirect. Why did I put that there? Why would I not put it with the rest of the paint? Why am I an idiot? Probably off camera, aren't I? There's the point. There we go. There we go. I've got a little bit there as well. You can see I've made a mistake on his fist, but again, we don't worry about that. Mostly because if you worried about every time you made a mistake, you would cry. Maybe you do, in which case, go for it. I don't know what I'm on about, I'll be honest. Chaos Space Marines and Gravis Armor, that'd be cool. I used to use the AP wet palette, but got gifted a Red Grass Games one. What's the difference between like different wet palettes? I guess that's a question. You can actually walk down your fence. Hell yeah. Yeah, it took me a while to work that out. And even still, every so often I'll do something and be like, then I'll do it a different way and go, hang on, I've been doing it wrong again. I'll get into a routine I think is correct, and then I'll do something and go, oh, hang on, I've been wrong. I've been doing it wrong this entire time, and now I realise that I'll fix it. I paint my thumb to get the paint a little dry for edge highlighting. That's actually something I've not considered. That's actually very smart. A very smart thing. Yeah, like for the games, yeah, the like painting your hand to see like if it's too thin. Because it's like if it's too thick, like yeah, like I have my thumb. So that's correct, right? Because you can see the cracks, but you can't see my skin tone. So that's correct. Now I have to rub it off. But I didn't think about the fact that when you do that, you're drying the paint slightly. We have to vanish someone over. There we go. Goodbye. Okay. Mainly not to have a blob and tip brush paper trials out. That's also true. Yeah. That could be Centurion's fist. Have one. I mean, that would be cool, I think. Humans are supposed to be an Ultima founding chapter. Could that mean they're secretly Alpha leading successors? I mean, according to the comments on videos about the Scream of Ravens, they could be an Alpha Legion successor. They could be a Night Law successor. They could be a Blood Angel successor. Space Wolf. They could be all the successor from every single chapter. I do like the fact that they are, I guess, Raven Guard, but I mean, they could secretly be. They could be a contingent within them, which is secretly a Alpha Legion. I don't know enough about the lore. You probably know more about the lore than I do. Could justify it. So, Noise Marines, yeah, they could be Emperor's Children. I had a horrible idea. And it's a horrible idea because it leads me to getting another army, which I don't want, and I'm not going to. But basically, because I had a jump pack captain that was basically did terribly in the crusade I'm in, and I've taken him out of the list now after losing so many games and kind of him being one of the things I'm charging in turn 1 and failing with. So I had a horrible idea where I start a World Eater's army with him as a Demon Prince of Khorne, because he essentially, the reason he was charging in turn 1 was because he'd fallen to Khorne and wanted blood for the Blood God, etc., etc. And so now Lanius Shriek Talon is Shriek Talon the Fallen or something, and he's the Demon Prince with wings, and he's very angry at everything and charges in or something like that. Okay, I think we're good there. I think we got everything. We get it in here. Cool. There we go. Red. It could be a chimeric chapter. I don't. So are there chapters that are like made up of several chapters? They are the successor. They are everyone's successor. Yeah, secretly all Marine successors. Let's not go too far now. I mean, they could be. Screaming Raven with a megaphone. Oh, that's the thing with Screaming Ravens. They don't need a megaphone. They just shout. Yeah, that's the thing about Luke Taylor. That's one of the things is what people don't tell you. Like, well, they mention it, but yeah, environment makes such a difference. Like painting in the winter versus painting in the summer. Massive difference. A call from the AdMech may or may not have secretly used traitor gene seed. That's fair. That is cool. That's a cool idea. Yeah, that could work. Whoever the Warlord of Scream Ravens should absolutely have a megaphone. Just part of the helmet, just big speakers. Yeah, I have an idea for a character, like the chapter master character for Scream Ravens, who's a Centurion. That basically at the start of the game you can decide what it does to kind of go for that kind of confusion warfare where you're not really sure what's going on because they can come from any angle. Yeah, your jump back captain, your jump back captain and Steve's Tech Marine are the two best characters in Screaming Ravens. Neither of them mine. We are, again, because it's funny to debate people, we are 9 likes away from 100. Which would be insane. So what have we done today? Not a whole lot. We used 2 paints, but we actually got some stuff done. A little bit of, we got the silver details here. We started on the red over here. So what will probably happen is, so let's have a look at the other examples here to kind of talk you through what my plan is. So obviously with this one, you got purple for obviously the Shadow Temple. Another thing with certain frequencies of sound that cause hallucinations. I mean, it could work. Like like sound, like audio confusion is something that Screamer Ravens do, so that would work. It's not obviously it's very similar to Noise Marines, but that's not gonna stop me. They just play the brown note, just make everyone shit themselves. Anyway, yeah. So like, you gonna focus? Or are you gonna be an asshole? You gonna be an asshole? Okay, yeah, so purple with the gold, so there's a lot of kind of gold with like the Sheikah and stuff. This is the Lens of Truth kind of styling up here. Sorry, the autofocus is terrible. I need a camera that I can manually focus. Yeah, so that's the Shadow Temple. On this one, I need to do a little bit more edge highlighting, a little bit more cleanup on the green, but obviously green, it's also a bit shiny. Don't know what that is. Oh yeah, because there's a bit of contrast right in there. So obviously green, and then this kind of brass color to match kind of the brown tones of both the Forest Temple, and also I need to finish off these bits here and do his eye lenses and the base. So there's a lot of actually stuff to finish off on this guy. Like clean up his gun here as well and do highlight. Basically, I haven't finished this guy. I don't know why I'm showing him off. Because I haven't highlighted there either. I've not done that. I've barely done this guy. Yeah, so green, and then the bow is also kind of brown, like woodland color scheming. For this guy, obviously we got red, fire temple, obvious. I will probably make this more of a fiery red with some shady stuff. Probably go with like a copper color in here for the kind of brown tones of the dungeon. And then the fist here will make this silver. Like the whole fist here will be silver. Maybe with just like a bit of brown around this edge. Like maybe not the entire thing, or maybe here. Like keep that as the kind of bronze to match so the hammer is, oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it? If that there is bronze into the fist, that's the hammer, right? So they're bronze and they're silver. That's the Megaton hammer. Yeah, that works. And the other thing on the backs of these, I'm doing this half and half on there as well, because I think it looks cool. That the green one, which is it? This is Minuet Forest. That green is probably green. I think I put a contrast paint down first, and I've been covering that over slightly, so that's why it's got a sheen. It is Warboss green. I want to do a bit of Moot green as well. Not sure if chimeric green can make it to. Primark's not adapting to lore. Yeah, it may work. Yeah, that was helpful. Got an interesting old tournament in May. I'm going to give your chess clock idea a try to help manage my turns. Nice, good luck with that. Yeah, chess clock is good. It's mostly just, yeah, like I say in the video, it's there to just keep you moving, essentially. You get to play Warhammer. I get my GCSEs for May and half of June. GCSEs, man. Good luck. One thing, obviously you're going to be studying whatever for GCSEs. One piece of advice is your GCSEs will get you to the next 2 A levels, and then no one gives a shit about GCSEs anymore. If you get enough GCSEs, no one cares. And then, you know, either A levels or whatever you want to do after that. Basically, every time you go up, kind of, if you've got the basics, every time you go up like a level, they don't care about the previous one. When you get into a job, no one gives a shit. Good Orange Scream Remnants on a Planet versus Chaos Noise Marines, and it's just exactly. Am I getting to Craftworld Elden inside to look at their stuff? I know it's 30 years ago, but what would GW try and do with War Walker? I kind of like the War Walker. Again, am I just bad at taste? I just think it's kind of cool. Thoughts on Kill Team? I like Kill Team. I haven't played much of it though. I played a little bit, and I think it's cool. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna swap back to chat. So a little bit more chat towards the end. Thank you for 100 likes. Hell yeah. War Walkers are dope. They are dope. I think they're pretty cool. Because I usually stream for a couple of hours. Maybe bonus stream at the weekend. Maybe we'll play some Majora's Mask. Maybe I'll do a bit more painting. Maybe I'll build some more Gundam. There's yeah. I jar my water. Yeah. So I put it in a jar. One, so I can put a lid on it. So if I knock it over, it doesn't spill. 2, so that I don't confuse it with a drink. Which actually, I have not taken any drink this entire stream, so I am thirsty. What gunpla kit do you get? It's the one everyone's terrified of. It's the RG Zeta. Which everyone's terrified of. So far, it's been alright. Legitimately, the legs have been absolutely great to put together. I've had a wonderful time. I'm really impressed with, and again, it's an older kit. When I make the video, I'm not going to go into all the problems I have with the kit, because it's an older kit that's probably had problems sorted. I'll take this plate off, actually, and move this camera so I can focus a bit better. Like, it's an older kit, but the fact that they've got bits on the sprue, that they're built onto the sprue and then move. Like, you don't put them together to make a moving component. The component itself moves. That's mad. And they're small, and I can see where the problems are going to come in. Like, the transforming is going to be horrible. I'm actually going to... One thing I am going to do, I don't know whether to do it, like, just recorded, or maybe on a live stream might be good. But I want to do the for the video, I want to do the transformation part live to prove, like, I'm actually doing it. I think that would be a lot of fun. But like basically, I want to transform it into the ship and then transform it back and then never touch it again. Real grades are hit or miss at times and a bit too detailed at times for their size. That is something I have found. They are very like minuscule pieces. It is pretty mad. Think it's gonna sell his jarred paintball for 200 quid? Absolutely not. No, thank you. I mean, I'll piss in a jar for 200 quid. I don't know why I said that. It's gotten towards the end of the stream. I'm gone mad. Just about to get started on painting my 10 Taraxi. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, keep it the work. Keep up the good work yourself as well. Like that sounds. The Taraxi are cool. I do like those models actually. You have to do with higher grade boundaries. So they changed the grade system for GCSEs because they changed it to numbers at some point, and I don't understand the numbers. I'm old. I'll post on Discord when they're done so you can see them sometime in October. Nice. Well, I look forward to them. I mean, you'll be quicker than me. Listening in the background and building, and I'm glad to say I joined and listened to Only Found Your channel recently, and I blame you for making me like Centurions. Thank you, Humble Throne. I'm glad you like Centurions, because that is the correct opinion. Thank you for, yeah, finding the channel. Well, 102 likes. This has been the most successful stream I've had in ages. If you enjoyed the painting stream, guess what? The entire month of May, which starts next week, is Magnus Mayhem. I missed March Magnus. The Magnus Mayhem. I'm going to be painting Magnus every stream in May. There's one day in May I won't be here because I'm on holiday. So 4 weeks to finish Magnus the Red. Can I do it? Probably not. But I think we're starting on the wings. Yes. Because I said I'd paint Magnus on stream when I hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm at probably nearly 18,000 now. And it was about 9 months ago. So I'm good at this game. Are we going to get some more viewer submissions in May? Yeah, I need to find... I think I'm going to have to find time to do viewer submissions separately. Which is fine. There's definitely a... This is one of the problems with kind of doing painting streams is if I'd had time to do more submissions, I would have to do less. I didn't get that much painting done. And I just like chatting. I find the vibe different. So it might be what I do in May is actually have like a second day, or an infrequent second day I stream at some point. I don't know. And start trying to get through that backlog. The thing is, if I don't mention the reviews, no one posts in completed, so I have time to catch up. So we're okay. Are you airbrushing the wings? No. So I'm following the kind of official Games Watcher tutorial. So they'll be like dry brush essentially. Yes, that's my plan for May. I'll probably... So I think what I'll do, because like but when I play games like Helldivers, or if I do... if I continue that point-and-click adventure game for Wallace and Gromit, or if I do Majora's Mask, they probably won't be... They probably won't be, like... What's the word? Paul, think of words. Words that you use to communicate. They won't be on the Thursday stream. So Thursday stream is going to be Magnus, and then I'll do, you know, that kind of stuff, plus, like, bonus stuff on, not Thursday. If I can ask what happened on Twitch. What happened on Twitch? Did something happen on Twitch? Did something happen on Twitch? Speaking of, I might actually raid with Twitch. How do I raid? You probably go to the Warhammer category and pick someone, probably. Let's go branding and brushes. Actually, might do that. So I actually know him slightly, or know of him through friend of friend. But yeah, that'll be it for. Oh, a bad song. It was a spammer. It was just someone spamming like, oh, best view bot, best view bot. Hey, is it Tenny? You just joined us, so that's right. If you want to come raid on Twitch, come to Twitch. Twitch.tv/whatever my channel name is. Paul Baddett stuff? Paul Bad stuff? I don't know. The only reason I haven't posted completely because I have 8 time in a half. I've finished Stockhouse. We better add them to backlog. Nice. Do it. Absolutely. Is anything on Twitch? So yeah, jump onto the Twitch channel. We're going to do /raid. Oh, thank you for following me as well, Master Button. Okay, his name right now. Is it just the name, right? And again, so /raid name. So hopefully that'll work. So if you are over on Twitch, come do the raid. And for everyone on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Great stream today. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for all the likes and all the fun. And if you did enjoy this, like, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff. Go watch my video. This is plural. Go watch the video on Christian Volkamens about me being a VTuber and being the best VTuber. And I will see you next time. Raid. Press raid. You all join the raid. And that'll be it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good evening, everyone. I'll see you next time.